C#12 introduced primary constructor, which simplify object initialization by allowing properties to be declared and initialized in the class definition. Let's have a look. Here we are defining our class. We are passing two parameters, which later on we're gonna initialize the attributes here inside the class, and we are using the drive method using the curly bracket to bind those two parameters inside those two attributes. And from the main method we're gonna directly have an object, and this object new car gonna have the values directly initialized throughout the primary constructor. And if we're gonna call my car dot, and as you can see, this is much cleaner and reduce code compared to traditional constructor. So again, what's a primary constructor? In traditional C#, constructor are defined inside the class body. With the primary constructor, you can declare parameter directly in the class definition and use them to initialize the class properties or fields. It's basically introduced in C#12. It's a powerful new feature that's gonna simplify how we define and initialize our class. And let's move to the benefits of using the primary constructor. Starting from concise syntax that you can define and initialize properties directly in the class definition and reduce code. No need to declare separate field and write assignment logic in the constructor body. Beside integrated class initialization, primary constructor parameters are directly accessible in the property initializer method or even inside the class body. And here how it's gonna be like the syntax of primary constructor. You will type class, then the class name, and the parameter data type, parameter name, parameter data type, parameter name, and here you're gonna have the class body itself. Let's have here another example about how to use the primary constructor. Here we are defining a class, call it person, and here we are passing the two parameters for the primary constructor. Then we have a property, call it greeting, and just like hi I am, and we are doing the binding to the primary constructor, and here is it another binding to the primary constructor. Later on we are using the method which are gonna call this greeting, and inside the program we are initializing an object by saying person, the name of the class, then the name of the object equal new person, the name of the class, and here we are passing two values to the primary constructor to initialize those values. So here Alice will initialize or bind with the name, and 30 will bind with age. And after that we are calling introduce, which is gonna call greeting, and then we are expecting this message to be printed on the console command. So let's have a look about this. By executing this application as we expected, here we can find hi I am Alice and I am 30 years old. So as we can see, Alice is just binding to the name and 30 is binding to the age.